Hi folks, and in this video we're going to look at adding some more functionality to our player. In this case we're going to actually start the first stage of having it so we can have some sort of line being traced from one object to another for some form of projectile device. So the first thing we're going to do is build a line trace within this video. And we're going to do this at this moment in time by going to our main player character, going to our event tick, then dragging out and dropping in a line trace by channel, which is this one here, or we could go for objects, but for now we'll go for channel. Now with this, you'll notice to start off with, it comes with a lot of information. We're going to need to put a start vector in, an end vector in. We'll set the debug line to be for duration at this moment in time, and then we can change the colors for the actual line trace and where it then hits end components. So what we need to do first of all is work out the actual location to the start of the object, and we're going to do that by getting the capsule component, which is the main element of our character, and we are going to get world location just like so and assign that to the start location. Now what we're going to do is try and work out the end location. We're going to do that by gaining the world location and the rotation and then creating a draw distance between the two objects. So if I get the world rotation of the object and then I get the forward vector of the rotation of the object, so the straight line being drawn from the actual front point. Now we have to give that some form of distance. So what we're going to do is a vector times an integer for this one. We'll give it a big old number, say 2000. So that's the distance. So it would be this vector times this amount to get to the end point. But before that, we have to actually add the location to the rotation of the object. We do that by simply grabbing a rotation, add a vector to another vector, assign this vector, then set that to the end location. Now we've got a debug happening and it's coming out at the color red, and this is on the event tick, so it should happen when we then go to play the game. Now what you'll notice is if I look up and down, it's not actually moving, but left and right it is. That's because we actually have to change a component on the actual main player itself. So if we click on the main player itself, have a look here, and then you'll notice under pawn there's a bit saying use controller rotation and pitch. That's what we need to use because we've actually changed the pitch on this bit here on the target pawn, and there we go, we need to add that change onto here. So if we then press compile, what you'll notice is the line is traced with the actual camera now in the direction of what we want to. Now we're drawing that a bit too often, so we might want to choose to put in the input. For now I'm just going to make it the spacebar. When the spacebar is pressed, it's going to carry out this functionality just like so. There you go, you can even see where the trace hits an object and then goes through it. And that is how you create line tracing within the Unreal Engine.